For a point of inspiration, would someone like to go over what happened last time, Liam? This is why, like, I'm all like, is everybody good? Everybody ready? So you could have your. Booey. Yeah. Because apparently Jade is worth more. Woo! Me, you'll be fine. So yeah, Zelifarn has swam off to do whatever it is bronze dragons do while waiting for their human friends to sort through the other sunken ship in this area. So you guys swim your way over. And sorry, this ship is in, like, much older. So, like, a lot of, like, the bits and ends of the ship have kind of broken away, and it's like this hollowed out husk, essentially. And, I'll, you guys tell me where you're going and exploring, and I'll tell you what you find. Uh, I mean, roll me an intelligence check. 7. It's another. It's a ship. It's not very good at being a ship because it's currently at the bottom of the sea. Cargo's where stuff is. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Cargo, Dell, QM, Vel, and Veth. I think you just kind of found like a no wait you I think went to the bosun's. Okay, and Velmedes went to like some random spot and found a vault. Where are you headed this time, Vel? Okay. Okay. Well, I will start off with Javi because he's gave me his D100 roll first. Yeah, he you swim your way into like the captain's quarters, And here, like the desk is kind of like a sodden, splintered mess. But you do kind of find in like the like remains of a long rotted away like jewelry box, like a little personal chest coffer thing, because that's what those are called. And there's like little bits of like rotted velvet kind of like fluttering in the water. You find a small collection of gems. They don't look too terribly valuable. As you get, it's like a blue quartz and a tiger eye, a couple of lapis lazuli, and some hematite, banded agate, and an azurite gem. Um, uh, I will. I don't have yours typed up because you did yours so quickly. I did it in pen. Everyone else is typed up, so I'll get you in a little bit typed up. But that are worth about 10 gold pieces each. It's about 70 gold worth of gems for your notes. And then as you're like picking up the gems, you catch out of like the corner of your eye the glint of some items kind of like beneath the captain's chair that's kind of like fallen over. What you previously mistook for like a seat cushion turns out to be um, a large, or not, a large leather like beret that still somehow seems to have survived the ages here beneath the sea. And whenever you pick it up, there's like two like heavy items like inside the hat. And whenever you like pour them out into your hand, you find a small potion bottle of a bluish hue that whenever you kind of give it like an inspectory, like a little shaky, um, you see like a little bit of lightning like course through it. It is a potion of resistance for lightning. And the other item is a long metal rod with a button on the end. Suddenly, it does not move. The immovable rod is movable again. Huh? Okay, and next we'll go to Rookie because you were written down next to Dan because I didn't get a whole lot of time to prep your stuff. But this time you managed to make it to the cargo area, and uh, underneath like a like fallen down like support beam, you find like another like uh, little panic bag from somewhere. But whenever you turn it out, you find nine gems that are worth 50 gold pieces each. Um, yes. You have two pieces of jasper, one quartz, one peridot, a star rose quartz, two pieces of onyx, and two pieces of citrine. Citrine? I've never had to pronounce that. Mm, I've only read it. And again, as you're kind of like pouring through the bag to inspect each of the gems, you find a couple of other little items. You find a singular bolt that is of fine quality, an ammunition plus one might say. Uh, yeah, because I think that's what you use, yeah? Oh, oh, well then it's an arrow. It's what I could have sworn you used a bolt. Yeah, it like was partially attached to like some sort of like wooden bolt that kind of like made it oh it's a crossbow bolt, but then like the bolt it was actually you just have like the head of it, so you'll have to like make yourself a new arrow, as well as a uh, interesting looking wand that kind of like looks like it has like a brass doorknob on one end and like twisting helix like bits of wood that kind of like secure into a point. Like if that makes sense. Like it was like a solid piece, but it's been like kind of carved out. Like it ends in a solid piece, but as it like goes up and widens, it has been carved out into like a double helix, and at the very end of it is a doorknob. You guys will have a while. Uh, sure, make me an Arcana check. You have no idea. Maybe it opens a magic door to the Feywild. You've heard about that. That's so cool. Uh, you have expended one of the charges, but nothing happens. Okay, perhaps. Vethia, this you had your way to the bosun's, and this one in like these quarters, you find that this bosun appeared to collect small knickknacks and um, fancy little things that still manage to have survived the ages, but you find a very nice embroidered silk handkerchief, a carved bone statuette, as well as a silver ewer, a chopper copper chalice with silver filigree, and a small mirror set in a painted wooden frame, all of which are worth about 25 gold pieces each. 5. Velmedes, you head off to that magic area between the first mate's quarters and the captain's quarters, and again you find another like little storage container. It seems to be a thing for this particular model of ship. It's akin to finding a key underneath a fake rock in front of someone's door, I guess. But you also find about six gemstones that are worth about 50 gold a piece of various types: onyx, sardonyx, quartz, bloodstones, and two citrines, as well as a few more spell scroll tubes that of which you haven't opened up to identify yet, um, as well as a potion of healing. All of these items were tucked securely in a small bag that seems to have no bottom. So a bag of holding. 3. And for Dan's notes, in case you missed it in the chat, your previous haul of scrolls, I'll say that you've had some time to like crack them open and take a peek. One is a first level speak with animals. The other one is a shield scroll, and then a cantrip that I was supposed to pick out and I forgot. Did I tell you a cantrip? Thank you so much. I didn't even type that in. Shape water. Something useful for sailors. Yeah. Dell, you go to the quartermaster's office, and this one also had some interesting items in their personal belongings. You find a black velvet mask that's stitched with silver thread, a two small gold bracelets, cloth of gold vestments that look interesting, as well as a pair of engraved bone dice, but the faces have been kind of or kind of like faded and eroded a bit, but you don't think that they were number pips. Based off, like they seemed like a bit more uh, artful. But all of these items are worth about 25 gold pieces, you reckon, each. A black mask, matching gold bracelets, cloth of gold vestments that don't look like they would cover all of a person's body, as well as engraved set of bone dice. The quartermaster was kinky. And I legitimately rolled all these items and went, oh my. A mask, vestments, bracelets, and dice. Exactly. Uh, Too faded to read at this point, but they weren't numbers. Yep, probably. Like one's a body part, the other one's a verb. Uh, I have a document in there. I'll type up the other stuff in there whenever I have a chance. Although there are some spoilers in there, I guess. I guess I'll just say that before Zelifarn comes back, Velmedes has a little bit of a identify montage. The scrolls that he found this time around comprehend languages, cure wounds, and unseen servant. And then, even though by the time it gets to you, Rookie has used up all of the charges. Thank you. By the time it gets to you, um, Rookie has used up all three of the charges, I'm going to say, because of his seven. Uh, but he had found a wand of secrets. Mm-hmm. Uh, Hold on. I'm trying to. Anyone? Okay. Should work now, I think? Yeah. Sunken charge. I treasure. I was talking about the wand. Yeah, and I'll get the other stuff typed up for you whenever I get a moment. The important thing is lots of money, lots of gemstones worth money, ammunition plus one, and a wand of secrets. Those were the big things. And then from you was the immovable rod, a cap of water breathing, and yes, and the potion of resistance is what you got. So not as many magic items, but you guys got a fuck ton of gems. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'm sure you won't run into anything. Fair enough. Right. So, Is there anything that you guys would wish to do before Zelifarn returns? Or you do have a bit of time. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. Is there anything that you guys want to hide from the dragon? Decide what you're going to be giving the dragon? Okay. Didn't find anything last time. Didn't find anything this time. You're not very good at this, are you? Yeah, that is something to consider. Okay. There's the rest of the stuff for you, Dan, for your notes. You're welcome. So yeah, basically, I'm giving you guys a chance to divvy up what you're going to present to uh, Zelifarn ahead of time. Velmedes would know that if you pointed at a trap or a secret door, the trap is revealed and the door will open. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just said that you'd give him half of whatever you found. Whether or not you want to like pawn off what you found to somebody else so that it's not what you found, that's up to you. And yeah, it's just a fine quality. It's a plus one, so for the purposes of overcoming magic resistance or resistance to physical weapons, it would work. But it's not super special. But I'll say Vilmedes would know of the items that he's found, the what he I could think of what like the dragon would be the most interested in would probably be the speak with animals scroll, the comprehend languages, possibly the unseen servant. So or not necessarily unseen servant, but comprehend languages and speak with animals. He thinks the dragon might be particularly interested in because his book did tell him that bronze dragons get real excited about items and things that let them communicate with other creatures. They love a chat. Oh yeah, that's what you found. That's what you found on the other ship. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, that's right. But yeah, so I guess we'll just play it out. Eventually some time passes and you eventually hear like the whooshing of Zillifarn's return, and the young dragon swims up to the ship, which is very like interesting underneath the water, seeing like a dragon swim, because it's kind of like I don't know if you've ever seen like a like some of like the like penguins swimming, where like some of them they look all like awkward and stuff, but like surprisingly deft at moving themselves through the water, as like the dragon pretty much keeps like its wings kind of like tucked in close to its body, and like it's using like its powerful tail to propel itself every once in a while, giving like a huge uh, waft of his wings of their wings to like kind of like propel them forward, and it's just kind of like this using like the propulsion and kind of like bobbing along like the ocean current. Like you can kind of like see the dragon like moving with the current to keep its like forward momentum going, and eventually like Zelifarn curls up next to your ship and is like, "Hi, friends. What'd you find? What'd you find?" Oh, those are shiny. Those are very shiny. Thank you, friend. That is very kind of you. And Zelifarn kind of uh, gives you like a uh, close nuzzle, kind of. um, eh, doesn't notice the other items that you've got tucked away on your person. um, what was that? Okay. Did you guys find anything else fun? Anything else? Those are shiny. These are fantastic. Thank you, Velmedes' friend. I love these. I will make sure that I put them to good use. There was a seagull that met a few days back. I'll have to find him and talk to him. Ah, of course I will. You think I can't tell the difference between one seagull and another? He kind of like puffs his puffs their chest out proudly, and like you know from Velmedes reading that dragons can recognize bloodlines by scent alone. So, uh, so you yeah, which makes you believe perhaps like some of like the uh, more curious among you might mean that like it means none of your ancestors have ever encountered this bronze dragon before. Uh, it could be because this bronze dragon is so young, or it could be, yeah, or you know, this dragon's not from around this area, and like your ancestors were very localized, maybe. Yeah, an older dragon that encounters you might have something to say about your great 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 something something. You better hope that they weren't a dick because that dragon will remember it. No, I can't. They're too small for me. Hmm. Uh, they seem the most interested in like the citrines because they're kind of like reminiscent of like their color. And the periodot as well. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, they just take those three, the periodot and the one of the citrines, like doesn't seem interested in taking all of your stuff. Like if you try to hand the dragon more, okay, no, no, he won't take, not much. Ricky's already given him something, as has Vithia. Find anything else fun? Did you find anything else fun? You can't remember. Oh, okay, okay. Zelopharn seems incredibly interested in the mirror. And will be satisfied with just the mirror. Hmm. Whatever do you mean? The only trickery I've done was rob you guys of a fifth level spell scroll the first time around. I'm trying to make up for it some. Yeah. Yeah. uh, Zelopharn will shake his head and say, uh, I am already resistant to lightning, but if you want to, drink that and test to see if it still works, and he kind of like grins at you a bit, and oh wait, bronze is the wrong color. Damn. Fuck. Bronze is fire. Fuck. I was thinking of a. Oh yeah, no, no, no. Bronze is lightning. Bronze is lightning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bronze is lightning. So that's that is probably very wise, hobby friend. No, That is all right. I rather like the glasses that you gave me last time. It helps me see things uh, that are down there. And you like yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. He can now properly see the items in his hands that are like super far away from him. But you gave Javi gave magic items last time, so he's satisfied with your gifts, your offerings from before. Mm. But Zalafarn says, "Well, I am very glad to have met you all, and I'm glad that we are friends. If you ever if you ever need anything and you're not in that city, because that city gives me a headache, but I will try to help you out if I can." Oh, that sounds like great fun. I will. I will. I'm gonna find some more treasures for you all to go in and pick at. And one day I will. So, well, in terms of a dragon, they're definitely small. He's too. Zelifarn is too young to fit in these things himself. So or themselves. So we'll probably take you up on that offer on the off chance it finds another shipwreck that isn't too dangerous to bring his friends to, at least, because he wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. But it's like, yeah, I mean, you guys can come take care of this, come spelunking through this sunken ship, right? There's a kraken outside. That's okay, right? um, but Zelifarn will offer to help you guys back up to the surface if you'd be so inclined. Yeah. he's a he's a big buddy. Oh man, I'm all had my camera off this entire time. So yeah, so you guys all clamber on to Zelifarn's back, grabbing onto like some of like the spines on the spinities on the back of their neck, and kind of like behind like their little frill, and the dragon like pushes off and swims up to the surface, and it goes by entirely way too fast for your liking. You can feel like the pressure in your ears kind of build and pop a little bit. So I'll need some. Yeah, like yeah, Constitution saving throws. Otherwise, you're gonna have ringing in your ears for the rest of the day. Mop, mop. Hobby's fine. Everybody else? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, it's just Vethia and Dell. Unfortunately, like you forget to like breathe out or as as you go up, and you're just going, and it just kind of like compounds the problem. And so like whenever you guys crest the water, it's instead of like the crashing of water, you just hear like. Uh, um, but yeah, Zelopharn like breaks the surface of the water and kind of like snaps their wings out, and bronze dragon floating over the waves there for a moment, and the fisherman that you left near like the deep water buoy sees this, and off in the distance you can kind of see him tumbling off the side of his boat and into the water as he like rears back in surprise, and like so it's just like this faint distant like "Ah!" but Zelopharn kind of like laughs at the sight and is like, "Is that your ride? Is that your boat?" And we'll fly over in that direction. Oh, that's very kind of you. You guys are very nice. And Zelopharn kind of will dive bomb down towards the boat, like not really not really all that used to having rides, and so it's like exhilarating and thrilling, and it'll athletics save athletics check to make sure that you guys can like hold on tight as they recklessly dive towards the boat again. So it's like this brief moment where like it's in like one of those fake zero G rides where like the dragon is like going up and then suddenly it's going down, and Rookie and Hobby just kind of like float up for a second, and it's terrifying, but eventually like you kind of like slap back down onto the back of the dragon, and like both Rookie and Hobby kind of like share this look of holy shit, we almost died. But yeah, sure, sure, sure. But it's a feeling, not a threat this time. Yeah. But Zelopharn flies quickly down to the boat and kind of at the like the last second does like one of like those graceful swan landings, and just kind of like arcs his back, or arcs their back and neck up, and just kind of like smoothly just kind of like whoosh into the water, and like the dinghy that you guys rented kind of like goes crazy, and like the deep water buoy is going like bang 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 bang, as the dragon has definitely disturbed the wake. But you're welcome. You're welcome, Bethia friend. I said you're welcome. Inspiration, Amber. Because you got me. Uh, okay. But Xylophone just looks confused. But, yeah, let me see. Oh, okay. No, no, they realize what they've done. That was a natural 20. I'm like, oh, tell them I'm sorry. Mm. But and the dragon could look sheepish and kind of like hung dog. Zelopharn does, and all right, and Zelopharn will um, say their goodbyes and uh, eventually like dive back into the water as to not frighten any more poor poor sailors and fishermen. Although you think perhaps they'll be complaining about today's catch, as there was a giant bronze dragon scaring away all of the fish. Rookie is that little kid on the trike at the end of The Incredibles. That was totally wicked. Yes. Speaking of which, is there anything that you guys would like to do with the rest of your day? Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. We'll kind of play this out quickly, but you guys can return to the black staff, and she is surprised to see you all again so soon because it was just yesterday whenever she told you of these troubles, and like already like you've come back. Yes, yes, you can. Right. So, what do you tell the black staff about Zelitharn? Excellent. Good. That is good news. And you kind of see like she breathes like a sigh of relief as though she was really dreading trying to convince people to take up arms against a dragon, especially a bronze one. Uh, mm, Hopefully not anywhere nearby, but yes, that is noted, and thank you. Um, and she kind of nods her head in appreciation. It's like I'm afraid I don't know much about dragons and their young, but there's hasn't been many in Waterdeep for ages since the ward went up. But it's good to know that it's still strong and isn't, um, in danger of falling. It's just a curious youngster. We can deal with those. I'm sure there are plenty. Mm, all right. Uh, I'll. Varja looks as though she doesn't find that interesting, but kind of like not is kind of like nodding politely to Rookie, and says, "Well, suppose thank you very much for your service. I suppose there is a matter of your reward." She doesn't know that you guys got to do some treasure diving along with it. Um, but yeah. Awesome. Wah, 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 wah. Okay. Uh, the Black Staff will make like a big show of bringing out items for you all again, and just not with not as much ceremony as before, just kind of hands them to you. The For Benedict, rookie, she gives you a small white gem that is a gem of brightness. I gathered. Um, roll me a D100. A 7. Okay. You kind of like give it like a little once over. It doesn't really like look a whole lot like anything that was like easily identifiable, at least not by me, the DM, just looking at it. It's kind of like this light blue color on like the facets and along the edge. It's kind of like fade or deepens to like a dark navy. So kind of like looks like the white like light blue part kind of like shifts and turns as like you move the gem around. Um, the it has 50 charges. Um, while you're holding it, you can use an action to speak one of three command words to cause one of the following effects. The first is to shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30. This effect doesn't expend a charge and lasts until you use a bonus action to repeat the command word or use another function of the gem. The second command expends one charge and causes the gem to fire a bright beam of light at one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. They must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or become blinded for 1 minute. They can repeat the blah 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 blah. The third command expends 5 charges and causes the gem to flare with blinding light in a 30-foot long cone originating from it, and each creature in that cone must make the saving throw as though being blinded by the effect of the second command word. So, it's one of my favorite magic items. Yes, yes. The gem becomes a non-magical jewel worth 50 gold pieces. If you were magical in some way. Yeah, yeah, and it's entirely possible that any of like the gems that you found in like your sunken shenanigans could be turned into one of these because it's a fairly common charm, as this is an uncommon magic item. So she nods in welcome. For Vethia, she kind of catches on that you're not hearing very well, and just kind of pulls out or brings out a large javelin that has like a lightning bolt at the end. So it is essentially a javelin of lightning. You're welcome, she says calmly, kind of like, and she like walks away, the eyebrows going up, like, what the fuck is her problem? uh, For Velmedes, you get another magic wand. Though this one is has like the end of it is kind of all like spiky and um, pointy and slightly reminiscent of spider legs, as this is a wand of web. Oh no, it's a wand of silly string, and I gave it to a silly man. For Dell, uh, it seems that the Black Staff has your number a bit, and she gives you a small amulet that kind of looks vaguely of like it's like a silver or a not silver a platinum amulet in that's been carved into uh, what you recognize as a hop. So it looks like it's been like carved with a hop plant. Um, this amulet smells of old ale-stained wood. While wearing it, you gain 4d4 plus 4 hit points when you drink a pint of beer, ale, mead, or wine. Once the amulet has restored hit points, you can't do so again until the next dawn. So basically, once a day, you chug 4d4 plus 4 hit points. It's an amulet of the drunkard. Is Jade here? Did she get it? Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Cool, 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 cool. That was all like, was like, okay, okay. No, now. All right. And for hobby, she gave you a magic instrument last time. This time she gives you, perhaps inspired by the purple outfit that you wore the last time you were here, you're given like a set of magical gloves of the missile snaring variety. As long as you have a free hand, you know how that works. You have a monk in the party. And they're purple, yes, with like little silver filigree that look vaguely like spider webs, but are a bit more fashionable, and so not all like look at me and my goth ass gloves, and more like look at me and my beautiful gloves. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh no, no, it totally is. It looks more in line with Waterdavian fashion in that it's not immediately you look at it and go, "Oh, that's magical." It kind of reminds you of like especially like with Mert, that the current Waterdavian trend is to accessorize with as many things, many patterns, and as different many colors as you possibly can. So really, you can wear it with anything and be fine. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you a deep end. That's what she said. Oh! Ooh! Yeah. It's probably Stranger Danger. Probably Stranger Danger. Uh, but yeah, you guys have had a very profitable day. And, huh? Yeah. Yeah. You can go and prevent another murder tonight. Yeah, until the culprit is caught. that is something you can do. Uh, I mean, you've taken Davil on his word, but you can go and do some research of your own if you'd like. Entirely possible. Entirely possible. Yeah.
I mean, 100% successful. So no.
Don't think you quite got that many, but all right. Yeah, and it's like I hope you guys were keeping good notes of what you gave back to Zelopharn. Cause I ain't trying to keep track of what all you got. It's your job. I know what I gave you.
You don't necessarily have to do it now, but we could probably count up all of the money's worth of gems we have got, and
Mhm.
we could potentially pull them for in purposes.
Mhm.
So, would you put that up there?
Yeah, that's a solid plan. I will take one of my 25 gold piece parts, which then used to buy supplies for the augury spell.
Oh. What what yeah, that's actually something like you could probably get like one for one if you went to like a temple of like the appropriate god of which, now you can easily identify it now that you're not like, a couple of fathoms
Yeah,
below.
bells deep. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm happy to just say that's 1 to 1. You because I think you got like a two religious statues, three or three.
Three statues. Yep.
Yeah, so you can have as many like 75 gold worth of incense or offerings as blah 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 blah.
Which
Religious spell components, you can put that down in your inventory
see
as.
if I can find more. Right now, yes, I have 25 for the augury spell.
Alright, and you do have a set of dice that you could use as your augury.
Anyone, if anyone wants to know what's going to happen,
It's like, oh no, that's whoa, and it's I'm tr- yeah. It's that's right. Oh that's right. You gave him the suck story. I'm sorry. I was giggling about the idea of like suck toe. Like oh no, that's whoa. That's whoa.
that's a totally different part of the world.
It's like- yeah, it's like if the recipient is into that kind of thing, it's woe and wheel. It's first time for everything. Am I right? All right. Is there anything else that you guys wish to accomplish in this day before we time travel to Team Stop a Murder? Sorry, it's been a weird week.
Let's see here. Is there anything that Bethia can do in between now and tonight to get her hearing back?
To get her hearing back. Mm.
Would a cure wounds help?
Yeah, like a cure wounds or like a lesser restoration would probably take care of that.
What about a
Or a
or medicine check for a guy who doesn't get a medicine?
I was gonna say like, or if you want to roll a medicine check for like homeopathic
15.
15. Yeah, no, I think that's good enough. I don't know what you would do to help with ear pressure based tinnitus, but Velmedes manages somehow.
Open the jar, the
Both
situation just
dough.
right, and then just clap on both ears.
Oh, that would make it worse. But
Both of you.
Roll another medicine check for Delilah.
At an advantage because he already knows how to fix one of us.
True. Yes. Yes.
Oh shit.
At advantage. At advantage.
Okay, because that was literally a one, and then my die equals one.
Oof.
Okay, now
I
I
don't
got
have yours anymore.
Yeah, that's much better. I think having like the basic principles down with Vethia, he doesn't have to clap Dell's ears to get her to working. He just kind of like does like the open the jaw, roll your neck around like noises, and you'll be fine for a while. Yeah, it's like all about opening up the resonance. Just go, so, but he does it without having to like physically like Mongolian slap you. he's just like he's like I am glad that worked on her. I probably should have tried it on someone much smaller who couldn't hurt me. So yes, you guys are both cured of your temporary tinnitus.
Excellent.
You're no longer pressure sick. uh,
Good to hear.
Yay!
What?
All right, let's go sneak up on some murderers then.
No, we're trying to stop them.
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, same thing, right?
Yeah, you know.
Sure.
To
But
to catch a you gonna to catch a predator. These guys, it's like, so what were you doing here today? Just like sitting down next to them.
he brought a dagger, a cart, some rope, some duct tape.
and
What
some
are you
wine
playing?
coolers.
And some wine coolers. What were you playing? Did I tell you she wasn't a corpse?
Sorry, I'm very giggly today. I'm very giggly today. And yeah, you guys, team catch a murder. Why don't you roll me some perception and or
Murdering dice.
investigation? Yeah, roll me some catch a murderer dice.
Okay. So, perception. Oh, that rolled way. That would be. Oh, crap. 11.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Caught a murderer. It's fun.
And 12 plus 5, 17.
Okay. So while you don't catch a murderer this night, you do manage to foil a couple of muggings and a couple of break-ins, um, of which uh, I will say nets you a few bit of gold in response.
They just
Uh,
give it to us instead because they don't know what to do. They're like, oh, I was being mugged. I guess I'll just give you this gold.
no, no, no. It's basically you turn these guys in to the City Watch, and you get like a small thank you of 12 gold pieces.
Total.
Amber,
Each?
you, yes, each.
Yay!
Woo!
As you catch a sneaky catch purse that had a reward. But nothing else that evening happens, or perhaps happened while you were busy turning in the things. You don't know because things.
100% track record still.
100%, 100%.
Net positive.
Mhm,
We
mhm.
solved more crimes than just
Yeah, we
murderers.
caught more criminals than just murderers. I think we should give up this adventuring life and go into whatever that was.
Freelance policing.
Yeah.
Just Dell becomes like Dog the bounty hunter. Without all of the racial slurs.
Can I get some bear mace?
Somewhat.
Bear mace?
Bear mace?
Have you ever seen a
That's
South
what
Park?
Doug used. Yeah, he uses it for
Oh. Oh, I didn't know. You probably could find some if you wanted to.
Have you ever seen a South Park episode spoofing Dog the Bounty Hunter?
No.
I recommend it.
Okay.
Really, any episode of South Park warrants a recommendation, but
I stopped watching after a while. But anyways, uh, yes, good track record. If you're interested in bear mace things, that's something you can do in the daylight hours. There, Jade. There are some apothecaries on your street. Um,
do we want to add the gold that we just got to the party fund, or
that is
is that
completely up
something?
to you guys.
Because it was just 12, I added it to the personal.
Okay.
I think it'd be okay to have some spending money. I certainly don't have an awful lot in actual gold.
It's like that's permission to put it in my purse too.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but yeah, it sounds like it's probably bedtime for Bethia.
Yeah. So you guys head home, and in a similar fashion of yesterday, by the time you guys stumble home, the dung sweepers are like waiting outside, and but this time they're not as shocked or surprised whenever you guys just like ignore them and walk in, and walk inside as Vilmedes and Rookie uh, exit the tavern to join them.
Team Stop a Murder.
Yeah. The dung sweepers look at you curiously.
Good luck, guys.
Did you guys
Thank you.
did you make breakfast for them again?
Of course, Rookie made breakfast. What kind of a tavern owner would he be?
What kind of breakfast did you and the ghost make?
Well, you see, it's shit. But it's good. Bon appetit.
Hmm.
I'm a little less happy about this now.
Overcooked. It's not shit. It's not physically diseasing. It's like overcooked bacon.
Oh,
Like
he doesn't know how to use a cast iron properly.
no, he doesn't. He cuts the sausage in the pan like a maniac.
Put butter on the sandwich and mayo.
Shut up, man.
So you.
Insult on my personal opinions and handle. Anyway, shake sweepers.
Shy sweepers. So,
Think of a great insult. I'm gonna remember it.
sh-
Write it down.
shite sweeper.
Fucking shit sweeper.
You fucking shite sweeper, you are. Yeah, you guys.
Pirate. Okay, take it. Fine, fine.
I said ya are, not yar.
You said yar.
No, I said like you're a sh. No, I.
We shite sweepers.
Now why they call it poop then?
Oh, motherfucker.
What is? Oh, my stomach.
It's been a while since we've had an Andrew game, so we're getting all of our giggles out today.
No lies detected.
sorry, sorry. I'm fine. I'm fine. Uh, yeah, another day passes of you all doing the dung sweeper thing, and around midday you head back to reconvene with your party. And the day is yours.
Nothing new to report. Just shuffling pooping.
Shuffling, shuffling poop.
No murders to report. Nope. Just crime stopped. Okay. Is there a gem seller somewhere here where I can sell these gems?
Here in Troll Skull Alley. Uh, Let me take a look. See if you can navigate the local waters or local businesses, or if you need to go to a dock.
Further out, that's cool.
Hmm.
If I need to go further out, that's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. You got a carpenter, a blacksmith, an herbalist, um, a unremarkable looking business that you haven't investigated yet, but it's called the Tiger's Eye. Um,
I reckon that was going to be my next question.
and then a bookstore. So yeah, you'd have to travel a bit further out for
What does the tiger's eye look like itself from the outside?
the business itself is kind of unremarkable on the outside. The one distinguishing characteristic is the orange and black sign featuring a pair of cat eyes.
Okay, no worries. Let's see if we can sell these gems.
Okay.
That's what we're keeping. We're gonna go looking for a jeweler. Get these gems out of him.
Um.
Bethany is gonna go ahead and go with him to see if she can sell some of her gems too.
Okay.
I've
Uh.
also got a few of those 19 worth into the cash in case I don't have any.
Okay. So, um, I will say that since is kind of like a group effort, and that this is kind of going into the party funds, you can kind of
I didn't say that.
okay. Well, then, if you're selling individually to go into your personal pockets, you yourself will be making a persuasion check to basically what kind of price you're going to get. Um, Average price is going to be about half of what they are worth by the book. A better price would be closer to 75. A natural 20 will somehow manage to get you 100%. Um,
Yeah, I got these gems. I got these gems for nothing. I don't have any profit.
yeah, and super low will be like 25%. So if it's going into your personal funds, you will have to make the check yourself. If it's going for a party fund, you can choose a representative to do the selling for you, or you can choose a representative to try and sell all of them.
What if it's
Uh,
worth a hand?
um, okay, I'll take this back. I'll take this back. You guys can choose a representative to sell your gems, and then you can distribute however you're going to distribute them. But basically, that's how I'm setting the prices you're going to get.
Okay.
And if there's anything you want to keep for yourself, make note of it. Uh,
Ruby's gonna keep the ones from the first time he found them, like the first one he found, but he's only gonna sell the ones that he picked up the second time
okay.
around. But he didn't do anything great.
Yeah, so basically, I'll need to know exactly what you're trying to sell and what you're keeping, just so that I know that you're not like oh yeah, I found like 15 and I'm keeping these 5 and you only
So
found
I know
6 or
what I'm
whatever.
gonna do myself, and because I need to go, do you want me to
Oh,
give you them, and I can just do it on my own?
uh, yeah, just give me what you're selling, what you're wanting to sell, and what I told you they were worth, and then I'll let you know how much you get whenever we get like the representative in the role. I didn't see that you had.
Whoever's doing the representing,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to draw on my knowledge of the history of Waterdeep to find the good gem sellers and see if I can use the help action with my historian feat because I forgot I had that for a while.
Oh.
If I was a because I am knowledgeable in gems and stones and stuff from my history in the mines, I wondered if I should be the representative and if I could roll with advantage? Question mark.
Basically, I'll give you a choice because I know some people have like higher persuasion than Rookie does. Either Rookie can have advantage and Velmedi's help, or you can choose someone with the highest persuasion and they'll get the help. from Velmedes, but no advantage. So it's either straight roll with a higher mod or lower roll
Yeah, I think
with
it's
advantage.
just me, Betty, and Rookie, isn't it?
Hmm.
Well, I figured other people were selling their gems too.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I'm letting you
It's
choose
quite
your.
organized. If
Yeah.
the group have it all
Yeah.
individually,
Yeah.
uh,
Uh,
So I suppose the question is whether Javi and Dell want to sell their
yes.
gems.
I mean, I said that we could like do this in between, like this kind of bookkeeping could be like in
Oh,
between,
That could be in between, yeah.
after the session, as opposed to
Yeah. Okay.
during
Okay.
the session
Yeah.
time. Like
well,
I could roll at the end of this session, or we could roll in the chat.
This is kind of the end of the session, I think. So
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to, we don't have that much time, so I didn't want to waste precious time
Yeah. Yeah.
bookkeeping. I guess. Uh,
So what are?
I'm not going to sell all of them, but I'm going to sell some of mine,
Okay.
and I can roll for people if people want.
I'll
Uh,
post the ones that I'm selling so that you know.
Okay. Yeah. So tell me, Ricky, what are you selling?
Jasper times two, quartz. The Star Rose quartz,
Hold
two
on. You
quartz.
need to slow down because I'm writing these down.
Oh, sorry.
Jasper times
Sorry,
2.
quartz.
How about give me how many cuz your gems were all a 50
Yeah,
gold, right? How many of the 50 gold gems are you selling?
six.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And Vethia?
I'm going to sell 7 and keep 1.
And what were yours worth?
50.
Okay. Velmedes.
I'm gonna sell three 50 gold piece gems.
Okay. Okay. Because yeah, I think some of you ended up with like diamonds or pearls or something, and that might be something you guys want to keep, not sell.
Yeah,
Um.
we'll put them in the back end.
Okay. Okay. I was making sure. Javi, what are
so
you selling?
I was the one who had the 100 GP gems,
Okay.
which some of the like two of them are pearls, I think, and two of them are diamonds, and whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as I can see here, something like no, maybe there's one pearl and then a diamond or something like that.
Okay.
Um, I was maybe thinking about selling all of these 10 gold
Okay.
gems, and then I might sell like 5 of the other gems, 100 gold gems,
Okay.
not the pearl and not the diamond.
Okay.
Useful for people.
Uh, diamond maybe later. Well, I've already got it.
You do.
Oh,
Okay.
you got the pearl. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, okay.
Do you want to up that to 6 then, Javi, or are you gonna
No, I
hang on to
had
it?
thoughts.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
think getting like 500 cash injection would be plenty,
Okay.
and there's 70 on top of that. So
Yeah. And Dell, or what are you selling?
All 9 of my 50.
Okay. Um. Okay. So, Javi is rolling a persuasion check with Velmedes' history modifier
Yep.
added to. How much is that?
Plus two.
Okay.
So yeah.
so it's not advantage. It's
Well, it's advantage and plus two.
Oh, it is
oh, it's
advantage?
advantage
Okay.
and +2.
Oh,
Good.
very nice.
Okay.
I'm helping, and then I get my proficiency bonus as well,
Yeah, because it's the help action.
and guidance.
Yeah.
Hell, that's just high enough.
Um,
And guidance.
if you do, you won't be able to cast guidance while you're in the store, and it would take longer than a minute for Javi to negotiate. So I'll say guidance isn't possible in this moment.
Is this the Tiger Eye place, or is this
No, 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 no.
somewhere else? Okay, this is just around the corner.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
you're in a nicer district. Might be some
Uh,
a nice place that Velmedes knew about because of his study of the history of Waterdeep. That's how his help action is applying in this situation.
Okay. Uh,
And perhaps they know the Datash Lutas.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Okay. He does his normal winning smile and probably tells the story about the dragon and that kind of thing, and
Yeah.
kind of carries everyone along a little bit. So.
No, definitely. You're charming the pants off of the bearded dwarf lady that is part of this establishment.
So that was a 17 with advantage plus 8 for 25 plus another 2 for 27.
Okay, so yeah, 27. It's near godly. Uh, so I think you definitely got, we'll say, the not the nat 20 price, but let's see here. Let me do some.
20% or something?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was.
99.9.
85, 90. Okay.
Okay, so
Did you tally it all up and then and then you could give us like 80% of the total or something? Possibly.
yeah, well, since some of you guys are keeping some of the money for yourselves, it's a little tricky, but I will do that maths. So, uh,
Oh, I was going to keep it. If you can use it on either one, what did you say that was?
Uh,
well, let me see what you end up with, because
yeah, if you
Ricky.
break it down personally, then people can always donate into the group fund after that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So yeah, basically, I'm really bad at percentages. I don't know why I did that to myself.
It's alright.
80.
I'm sure we've got a handy website somewhere for you, just probably misrepresented.
Okay. 'Cause yeah, let's see. What's 50%? What's 80% of 50?
40.
40? Okay. So I'll just. These are now worth 40, and that will make my life a whole lot simpler. 40 times 7 is. Nope, not that. 40 times 7. 280. 40 times 3 is 120. Um, those 10 gold ones become 8 gold, so 8 times 7 is 42? No, 56. Dummy. The 100 gold pieces become 80, so that's 80 times 5, 400, and 40 times 9 is 360. Okay, so Rookie's share was 240. Vethia's was 280. Velmedes was 120. Javi was 456 total. And Dell was 360. So you guys can divvy that into your personal funds and the keep funds as you wish.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Who's keeping track of the 40 fund?
I've got a track.
Go ahead and add 80 gold pieces to it.
Okay.
Yep.
Actually, very easy to do. Well, it were. Uh,
And you can add in 180 from Bethia.
180. Okay. Didn't you only just make 80 gold from it? Or did I
she
280.
made, she made
You
280.
made 280. I didn't
Mm.
put it down properly. And you're giving in 180. Okay.
Correct, yeah. So I'll keep 100 for myself.
Sweet. Generous.
Dill.
I'll put 200 into the party funds.
Are you
And
still around or it's gone?
I think he's still here.
I'm still here. I will need to go, and Rookie was just gonna keep it for himself. I don't think he's gonna do much with it, but he'll probably
Okay.
Yeah. For now, you guys have put in the money that you need to. So right now, anything that you're kind of putting in there is for future endeavors.
Yeah.
So it is not spoken for at this point. So if there's ever like a need for someone to be like, oh man, just 50 gold more and I could get that cool ass bear mace. Uh, it's
Not like a mace, but like mace. Psst.
yeah. It's a small like one of those little like fumigator things that are like you like spray them, the little old timey ones that they used to like weed things in the old Tom and Jerry cartoons. You
I'm gonna
spray
use
bear
a
mace
hundred
in
of
your
this
face.
XP to basically even things out and then up it a bit.
Okay.
So we now have, unless this is inaccurate, which I hope not, but we'll see. I think we have 3 platinum pieces, 700 gold pieces, and 42 copper pieces in this now.
Nice.
Excellent.
I trust you. I am not double checking your maths.
Sure. It was more like if we picked up the odd other platinum piece somewhere and I'd missed a dog or something, but
Mm-mm.
hopefully not.
So
But
yeah.
now we have a. We could go back through all my notes if you want to see not everything, but
So basically, whenever you guys get money, just be all like, "Dan, make sure that's in the party fund," so that he knows to go from his notes to the party fund and add it, because it's a separate
that's the
doc.
in fund.
That's
But
another
we're
reason
gonna
to
be
keep
getting an
your
extension
shelf.
at this rate. There's like projects. There's like upgrading the library or like
Yeah.
building or something.
That's
Uh,
definitely something to happen.
Smith rolling pit.
Yeah, I think just to let you guys know. Oh man, I forgot to. Oh wait, no, I did record the session. Sweet. Okay, cool.